good evening, ma'am.
How
Ma'am,
are you?
yes, ma'am, I'm doing great. Actually, ma'am, this is this. Actually, what about you, ma'am? First of all,
I'm okay.
okay, ma'am. Ma'am, this is my third session. I have already done with you two
Okay.
sessions, so this is my third session, ma'am.
Yes, yes, I know this. This is the third session. Okay, so all right, let's wait for 1 more minute for
Okay,
others
ma'am.
to join and then we will begin.
But ma'am, how did you know this is my third session? Like, you have any like a notice where you are getting the information from this application?
Well, I do write feedbacks,
Oh, ma'am.
so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
write names and dates. Yes,
And
so I know.
yes, ma'am. I got you.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay, let's wait for 1 more minute and then we will begin.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, I think actually, ma'am, I was trying to read about this topic. So I find myself it's a very difficult topic, like where I will have to speak.
Yes,
I was thinking, ma'am, about it.
yes, it is difficult because it's a very short topic.
Yes, ma'am. So,
And how much exactly can you talk about pets,
yeah, ma'am.
right?
Actually, I was thinking that where I will have to speak and where I will not have to speak. So I was thinking about it, but still,
Uh,
I didn't find anything. So, yeah, and then, ma'am, I thought in myself that, okay, like according to the question, I will reply. Whatever the question will be, so
that
then I
is
will.
good. Yeah, yeah, I mean, that is fine. All
Yes,
I'm saying
ma'am.
is that think about why people keep pets.
Yeah, ma'am.
And pets, after a certain point of time, they become a family member. You can find people who celebrate birthdays of their pets,
Yes,
who
ma'am.
dress them up if they are going for a function, marriage function. They would dress their pets for the marriage function.
Yeah, a lot of examples are there, I think, ma'am. So I can take through the example.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Also,
ma'am.
dogs and cats and these kind of pets can be really good with the stress. They can sense it if you're stressed or not. They
Mm.
can sense if someone is pregnant or not. And they will be extra careful and extra loving towards you. Right.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
how much importance pets have in your life or in people's life? In general, you can talk about all of this.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So,
Okay,
we
thank you so
have.
much, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, giving me this information before
Thank you.
start the session.
So, I believe you do not have a pet. We talked about this.
Yes, ma'am. I don't have any pet, but ma'am, I can say I love pet because they are very reliable or faithful, I think so. As uh,
Yes.
as a lot of my friends who are existing in this group, they have already talked about pet how they are. So I think I can relate with them that they are very faithful, right, ma'am? So at that time, yeah, I can take example like when the Sushant Singh Rajput is a film actor. So when he was died, so he has a pet dog, I think he was.
Yes.
Yeah, so when the Sushant Singh Rajput has died, so at that time the dog was not eating anything. Just all the time he was seeing that image, right,
Yes.
ma'am? So I can say that they are very reliable, right, ma'am?
Yes, that is true. And I mean, even dogs, animals can feel emotion. They
Yes,
can
man.
cry. They can
Yes,
show their emotions.
right, ma'am. Now I think, ma'am, if I would talk about in China, ma'am, so like in China, millions of pets they have, but in India, I think it is not so much popularity. But in China, it's also millions of. I think actually, I have booked the session. I booked this session last night, so I was trying to read about the pets. So at that time, I saw the PDF that 51 million dogs were existing in China. It's been pet, and 41 millions it was related to cats. So this,
Okay.
yes, but in India, I
Well,
think,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
uh, yes,
Uh,
madam.
the okay. There is a reason why. Also, in foreign countries, you would not find stray dogs.
Hmm.
Like barely you would find stray animals.
Uh,
All the animals that you can find, they are all pets.
Yeah, but most of the peoples just they are having a cat or dog, but there are many varieties. As I think one of person he said that leash part something. So I was reading so at them so many pets were showing there, many varieties were there. So at them I was thinking that oh, this is the also pet, like I'm not able to recall that name. What was the animal? But so many varieties are there. I don't know. Yeah, but one of
People, I have seen one of the videos where this person has kept an alligator as a pet.
yeah, ma'am.
So it's, I mean, yeah, right.
Actually, actually, you know, ma'am, one of my neighbor, he has a he's a pet. He sees a cat. It is a cat actually.
Okay.
Yeah, so actually she was not able to stand in a one place. Like he has his own cat. So at that time, you know, ma'am. So that cat sometimes comes in my home and the neighbors. So at that time, if I was saying that okay, go from here, like you cannot stay here because you are not my pet, something like that. So at that time, you know, ma'am, yeah, she was not able to go from here. Just okay, like she is standing, she don't want, if she does not want to go, if you will give some, yeah, if I will give something, so at that time if she will eat, like she would eat, and after that will go from here, otherwise she does not want to come.
Right, right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you, Hashmi.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
And let's move forward. Rehman.
Yes, ma'am, I think so, ma'am. Now I would like to give the example, another example. In my village area, uh, one of the home exists in this, so he has a parrot.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. So, like when his father, my friend, I'm talking one of my friend. So he, like his father, whenever go for any work. So at that time, the pirate started crying that, like actually the pirate in his voice. I don't know which voice he was in. Like some types of voice he was trying to make. So that's why he
Okay.
was, yeah. So the pirate was doing, and when his father was returned to the home, so at that time the parents is starting to crying. So at that time I can relate with them that, ma'am, like this is the benefit, the family member came to know that okay, I think my father has come, that is why the pirate started crying.
Right. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. And if I talk
Um.
about, yeah, if I talk about the dog, so the same feelings he has also, right, ma'am? As
Yes.
some of my friends said that where I will go, so the dog also will come. So that is, I think that's the question also, that is bond, right? So how we connected with, so something I think, ma'am, like if we love them, so I don't think say that, ma'am, the pet does not love them, right, ma'am? Like yeah, like I have seen so many dogs in my area, right, ma'am, and also I have done like, ma'am, in my actually, when they were hungry, actually they are not pet but dogs, whenever they were hungry, so they like walking, like they are storing each other, where I will get my food today at night
Yes.
food. So like when I give them roti, so at the time they had eaten very very enthusiastic way, that okay, yeah, now I have
Yeah.
gotten my food, so now I'm going to eat. But what happens is that, like if I actually I don't want to beat, but if I have beaten that dog, so like okay, and then he's like that dog started crying, and then he returned to that area, to that place wherever he was coming. And if I will say again, okay, yeah, it means that okay, like okay,
Get the
this,
food.
yeah, this is your roti, and then again please eat. So and then he will come again, right?
Yes.
It is not matter that, like how many times I'm going to beat the dog, but it does not matter that he will not come. Obviously he will come for eating
It
the
just,
food.
yes, there is a reason behind it. So many stray dogs, stray animals, they get beaten up for no reason, and they get assaulted. They don't eat much. They don't get enough food, and half of their life they spend on empty stomach.
Right,
So
ma'am.
nobody really pampers stray animals, right? So wherever they get a little bit of love, they just excitedly go towards them.
Right, ma'am.
Right.
Ma'am, I would like to say that, ma'am, like who are beating the dog, so I would tell them that, like whenever I see such a situation, so directly I tell them that if you are not able to give them to the food, so why are you beating? Like you, if you are not able to give them, so you don't have such a right to beat them. So
Even if you are giving the food, you still don't have the right to beat them.
that
Don't
yeah.
beat stray dogs, please. Okay. All
Yes,
right.
ma'am.
Let's move forward. Thank you, Hashmi.
Thank you, ma'am.
In my kitchen, neighbor neighbor family is always family. Uh, his dog is on the always on the roof, but we are giving us some bread and something else. But he always is just like a friend with me. And but we have no in if you are talking about the dog, he always are loyal with your
Yes.
guardian, you know, man.
Yes.
Those who are feeding the dog. But in our country, there is no any rights to animal. But if we talk about the another countries, there is a right. So also animals rights is also available. So I always like a pet animals, especially dog, because he is loyal and he always be a with her you your those who are feeding you. He
Right.
always save. He always save you whenever you have to go anywhere with you. He always save with any person if
Yes. Right. Right. Okay. All right. Thank you, Rahman. Yeah. Does anyone else want to go next?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
We just started.
Wait.
Okay.
Who all said?
Masood.
Masood and Hashmi and one more person, Ansari.
Okay, I will go later, ma'am. I can tell you.
Um. Okay. Okay then. Masood.
Yes, ma'am. I would start. Do you have a pet? I would answer very straightforward. I don't have any pet, but when anyone has pet, I like to play with him or her. Basically, there are some kind of people on the basis of their mentality, they like to get the pet, and some people don't like to have the pet, and some people even like the pet, but they don't like to have them because of various reasons. They might be messy, or they might create ruckus and sound. So,
Okay.
although I don't have pet, but my friend has Persian cat. I always like to play with it because she is very playful, and she also likes to play with me. Sometimes she, uh, I like when she comes to me and start licking in my hand or my mouth.
Cats are not really that friendly. So if a cat is friendly, that is really good. You're
Yeah,
one of the lucky
she's
ones then.
friendly,
Yes,
but
because
unfortunately, I don't have it.
that's okay. But it's just that it is not about having a pet and showing your love to the pet. It is about showing your love to any animal.
Yes,
So
yes,
I know so many people for whom the stray dogs are like friends, and it takes a lot to trust someone, right? Even as a human being, it takes a lot to trust someone, and for an animal to show trust on you, it's a huge deal. So I
yes,
personally
ma'am.
feel like if an animal is showing their trust and love towards you, it means you are a good person. That's my personal belief.
Oh,
And yes, so that's a good thing. That's a good thing, and not just the like the pets, but I believe the stray animals, the stray dogs and cats, they also deserve equal amount of love and care.
yes, obviously there is a equal love, and but unfortunately, I don't like lizard. Uh, Mostly foreign countries people like to have lizard.
As pets?
This
Yes,
part,
as
yes, ma'am.
pets. Or around like because it looks scary.
Terrifying. Yes. Yes.
Yes,
I can
I
never
don't.
have a lizard. Oh God. Okay, okay.
Even I am fearful of them because they are so big, not like Indian lizards.
Oh, those are not lizards. Those are monetary. Those are monetary lizards. Those big ones.
Yes, 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 big ones.
Yes, yes.
I'm talking about.
Oh, they are dangerous.
Yeah,
Um,
they are dangerous.
yes, yes. Okay, and what breed is it? The cat?
Persian.
And how much did it cost?
Uh, I think 40,000.
For a kitten or a grown one?
A grown one. Wow. Now she has kittens.
Yes. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you, Masood. So it's very important to make connections, not just with the human beings, but with other animals that we have. And dogs and cats, because they are easily, you can easily find them, and they are the most miserable actually. Uh, Especially the stray dogs, stray cats, and in also there is a craze and trend of buying foreign breeds for like very expensive amount. I believe, I mean, you can skip the buying part and you can just adopt Indian breeds. Even Indian breeds can love you as much as any foreign breed would. So yes, okay, all right. So with this, I believe we have come to an end to the session here. Remember, progress is more important than perfection. So keep practicing and keep learning. And here are some top tips to improve your fluency. Watch captions, videos, shorts, and reels. Listen, practice, and speak in English. Learn 5 new words daily to improve your vocabulary. Read one page a day. This will improve your reading skills as well as your vocabulary. And download and complete the Captions app. We have daily engagement activities. We also have quizzes. And watch the video lessons and complete the video quiz that follows. Last but not the least, remember to review the Caption app on Play Store.
Ma'am, I want to ask you one thing.
Yes.
Ma'am, now I'm getting the free of cost session.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am, because I got 1 month free. Even if after 1 month, ma'am, I want to subscribe this platform, ma'am. So,
Okay.
how many session I will get in a week, ma'am?
So right now, I believe you're getting 3 sessions in a week.
Yes, ma'am.
Then after subscription, you will get 3 sessions in a day.
3 sessions in a day.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
So, yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you everyone for joining the session.
Okay.